My desire is to become the artistic director of a multi-million-dollar theater company. The artistic director is the one who is the guiding force for the artistic vision of the theater. How I'm mastering that. I watch other leaders in the field. I see what they're doing. I read what they're writing. Um, I'm fortunate enough to work at a theater company now, and so I get to be in rooms with the current artistic leadership, and I get to ask them questions, and I get to see how they interact with people like donors and with patrons and even with staff. Green's 5 strategies for finding life's task really hit home to me in some type of way. Each strategy did. For the first one, return to origin. He says, in order to master a field, you must love the subject and feel a profound connection, and that there are um, inclination sparks that help you return to it. For instance, John Coltrane got to see Charlie Parker, and that's when he realized, like, this is what I want to do. And for me, it was Phantom of the Opera on Broadway my freshman year of high school. That was my inclination spark. That's the one that got me wanting to be in the theater. That's the one that got me thinking, oh, wait, I can do this for a living. So now that I'm doing it, I'm finding ways to occupy my own niche. I produce my own play festival called Ain't I a Woman Playfest that is a home for women of color playwrights. It's not only for playwrights, but it's also for women of color to be leaders, as directors, as teachers. Um, so, yeah. The third one, finding your way back. And this is the one that I'm going to expound upon because it's also my turning point. Um, Finding my way back. I didn't always work in theater, but now I am. And it wasn't until after the passing of my mom that I found my way back to theater. The last memory that I have with my mom, it was about 2 months before she passed away, that she saw me perform. And I have a picture of us after the show, and in it, you can just see the complete love in her eyes, how proud she is of me, and that picture stays with me every day. And so I had to go back to point one, find my way back to the theater, and now it is what I do every day, and I couldn't be happier. But I had to avoid the false path, as in point four. He states that if it is attention we need, we often experience a kind of emptiness inside that we are hoping to fill with false love of public approval. And so I felt that in order to get that public approval, I had to find different jobs, which sounds really weird saying that out loud, but they were all jobs where I could get approval. Like, they were all sales jobs. And so I sold everything from cars to mattresses to being a Jenny Craig consultant. But I do have a little bit of regret, which is Green's fifth point of letting go of the past. And he says that you are your own. You have to find your niche. You have to cultivate it. You have to protect it. And now that I know what my niche is, now that I know what my desire is, I'm here to protect that. And so, how am I going to protect that? How am I getting to mastery? So, what are some goals that can help me over the next 3 weeks? One is being full throttle in this class, and not allowing any of the assignments to slip, and finding every little tool that I can to not just pass this class, but master this class. Also, another goal is to research some artistic directors outside of the current company that I work for. What are they doing in a theater, say in New York? Or what is the artistic director at a theater in Minneapolis is doing? Um, and doing my research on that. So those are my goals.